everyone, welcome to Guru Gedara. Nice to meet you again with another new interesting lesson in grade 9. Today we are going to talk about data representation and interpretation. This is the last lesson in your maths textbook. By studying this lesson, you will be able to construct and group frequency distribution from given raw data, find the mode, median and mean of data in the form of an ungrouped frequency distribution, construct a group frequency distribution from given raw data, identify the model class and median class from a group frequency distribution. So, in grade 6 to grade 8, we learn about that lesson, data representation and interpretation. So, we represent that data using pie charts, bar graphs and pictograms and also stem and leaf diagrams. In grade 9, you have to learn about ungrouped frequency distribution and group frequency distribution. So, first of all, I explain about the representative values. What is the meaning of representative values? Do you know? Representative value means a single value that is used give an idea regarding a collection of data. That means mode, median, mean, those things are representative values. So, look at that example. There is a question. Read the question with me. The marks obtained by Ruan for 7 subjects in a certain test are given below: 55, 70, 45, 85, 35, 70, 92. Hope you are ready to start the lesson. Write down these data. Then the first question, find the range. What is the meaning of the range? The range is the difference between the maximum value and minimum value. Then you can take range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Then what is the maximum value? 92 and minimum value 35. Then you can obtain the range is equal to 57. Then we talk about the second question. What is the question? Look at that. Find the median. The median is the middle point of this data, middle position of this data. So, when we take this, you have to arrange as ascending or descending order. When the data is arranged in ascending order, you can start from 35, 45, 55, 70, 70, 85 and 92. Then we have to find the position of the median. How to obtain that? The position where the median is located 7 plus 1 over 2. That means 7 plus 1, 8, 8 over 2, 4. Then you have to take fourth datum in this data collection. So, what is the value? 70. So, median is equal to 70. Now, you know how to find the range and median. The third question, find the mode. The value which occurs most often is called the mode of that collection of data. So, when we find the mode, now you can see 70 and 70. There are 2 times of 70. Now, mode is equal to 70. Since 70 is the value that occurs most often, 70 is the mode. Then we have to talk about the last representative values you learned in grade 8. What is that? The fourth question, to find the mean. How to find the mean? Mean is equal to the average of this data collection. So, you can take mean is equal the sum of the data divided by the number of data. That means you can obtain 452 over 7. What is the value? Yes, value is equal to 64.57. In here, we learned about the mean, median, mode and range. In here, the number of data is equal to 7. Now, we move to the second question. In here, the number of data is equal to 8. That means that is even number. Okay, then read the second question with me. The marks obtained by Shehani for 8 subjects in a certain test are given below. 80, 54, 72, 72, 63, 54, 83 and 43. Then the first question is about find the range. Now you know how to find the range? Yes. First write the equation. Range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Then what is the maximum value? Yes, 83 is the maximum value. Minimum value is 43. Then take the difference between these two numbers. Then range is equal to 40. Then we talk about the second question. What is the second one? Find the median. In here, first you have to arrange in this data in ascending order. Then starting from 43, 54, 54, 63, 72, 72, 80 and finally 83. The first of all, we have to find the position of the median. Then there are 8 data. Then find the position. Position of the center is equal to 8 over 2 and 8 over 2 plus 1. In here, 8 over 2 is equal to 4 and 8 over 2 plus 1 is equal to 5. That means the fourth datum and fifth datum you have to take as a median. Then fourth datum is equal to 63. The value of the fifth datum is equal to 72. Then take the average of this. 63 plus 72 over 2 is equal to median. Then you can simplify. When we simplify this, 135 divided by 2 is equal to 67.5. So, find the median is the question. We find the position of the median and take the answer. Then move to the third question. Find the mode. Now, you know the meaning of the mode. Then the value which occurs most often is called the mode of that collection of data. Now look at that question. There are 2 times of 54 and 2 times of 72. So how to write the mode? Yes, you can take both of these numbers 54 and 72. Like these distributions, you can call it as bimodal distribution. What is the name? Bimodal distributions. So, next we talk about the fourth question. Find the mean. Mean is average. Now you have to take the sum of the data divided by number of data. Okay, then 521 divided by 8, that means 65.13. Okay children, now in grade 8 you learnt about that representative values, that means range, mode, median and mean. How to find those representative values you learned in grade 8. In grade 9 you have to learn about ungrouped frequency distribution and grouped frequency distribution. So, why we use that methods? Do you have any idea about that? Representative values, when we find the representative values, such as median, we have to arrange that collection of data in ascending or descending order. So, if there are more data, we can't do that easily. So, the number of data is large, we can arrange that data as group frequency distribution or ungrouped frequency distribution methods. So, the next example I take to find this data, the representative value using that ungrouped frequency distribution method. So, read the question with me. Now, look at the question. The time taken for a call to be received by the station within an hour is given in approximate minutes. There are more data. So, the first question they ask about, find the range of this data set. Range is equal to minimum and maximum, the difference between the minimum and maximum value. Then you have to take the maximum value is 8, minimum value is 3, then take the difference, range is equal to 5. Then next move to the second question. Now look at that. Construct an ungrouped frequency distribution using this data. When we doing that method, you have to make a table like this. Now you can see the table. There are 3 columns. The first column you can take time taken for incoming calls. The second column, tally marks. Tally marks you learnt in grade 8. And also the last column you have to take number of calls. Number of calls, and within brackets there is a name, frequency. The frequency means the number of times the value occurs. So, we have to put this data in this table. So, look at that. Now, there is a table. We have to put the using that tally marks, we can take number 3, then cut number 4 like this, then number 7, 3, 4, 8, then number 6, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 8, 6, 5, 3, 8, 5, 4, 3, 7, 5, 4, 8, 5, 7, 5, 5, 5, 6 and finally also 5. Then we fill that tally marks column like this. Then you have to write the frequency according to that tally marks. Then write down the first row 4, then count these lines, number 6, then next 11, 3, 3 and 4. So, now we prepare that data distribution, ungrouped data distribution table like this. There are 3 columns and fill this column. Then the third question they ask about, find the mode of the data set using above constructed frequency distribution. So, when we take the mode, you have to take in frequency column. Look at the frequency column. What is the highest value? Yes, 11 is the highest value. So, it is corresponding to number 5. Then, you can take mod is equal to number 5. Then, we talk about the fourth question. Now, we find the mod using that table. Then, move to the next question. Find the median of the given times. Find the median of the given times. The time and frequency are there. Then we have to make another column. What is that? Sum of the frequencies. Sum of the frequencies. How to obtain that? First, you have to write the first row frequency, that means number 4, like this. Then add 4 plus the second row value, that means 6, 4 plus 6, 10. Then add next number 10 plus 11, 21. Here 21 plus 3 is equal to 24. 24 plus 3 is equal to 27. 27 plus 4 is equal to 31. Now, this 31 is equal to the number of data of this frequency distribution group. The position where the median is located. First, when we find the median, you have to find the position of the median. In here, the 31 data in here, the 31 plus 1, 32, divide by 2, then you can obtain 16. So, where's the 16? Now, consider about the sum of the frequency column. Here the first 4, 10, then 16, you have to obtain 16. 16 is more than 10 and less than 21. Then here you have to take 21 row, that means it is corresponding to number 5. Always we have to write the time as the answer. So, we take the sum of the frequency column and find the position of the median, and median is equal to the time, that means number 5. Then next move to the next part of the question, that means the 5th question. Find the mean of the obtained phone calls times. Find the mean. Mean is average. So, find the mean of the obtained phone calls time. Then you have to make another column. What is that? F and X multiplied. F means frequency. In mathematics, you have to represent frequency as simple f. And time is taken as X. Then you have to make that column, multiplying these two columns. 3 into 4, 12, 4 into 6, 24, 5 into 11, 55, 6 into 3, 18, 7 into 3, 21, 8 into 4, 32. Then you have to find the mean. Then take the sum of the frequency column. Okay, hope you are ready to add this frequency column. What is the answer? 31. Then Fx column is 162. Sum of the Fx column 162. So, mean is equal to the sum of the Fx column divided by the sum of the F column. When we substitute that values, the 162 divided by 31. Then you can take the answer 5.23. Mean is equal to 5.23. Then we have to move to the next question. In here we talk about the method of ungrouped frequency distribution. So, look at the next, the 4th question. Now you can see the number of electricity units consumed in one day in 26 shops in the city is given below. Now there is a table. the number of units of electricity and number of shops. Now, we have to find the first question, what is the range? So, we have to find the range of this data set. Now, we can find when we find the range, the maximum value is 22 and the minimum value is 70, then range is equal to 5. The second question, they ask about find the mod of the data set. In here, now you can find the highest value in the number of shops is equal to number 6. So, number 6 is corresponding to number 20. So, mod is equal to 20. In here, the third question, find the median of the data set. Again, when we find the median, first you have to find the position of the median. So, when we find the median, take another column. You have to add these two numbers, then first write the 2, then 2 plus 3, number 5, then 5 plus 5, number 10, the 10 plus 6, 16, 16 plus 5, 21, 21 plus 5, 26. This is the sum of the frequencies column. Then the next step, the positions of the middle two values. 26 over 2. The number of data is equal to 26. Then divide by 2, then you can obtain the middle point. And here the number of data is equal to even number. 26 is the even number. So, there are two middle points, the position of the two middle points. Then also you have to find the 26 over 2 plus 1. That means 13th and 14th datum you have to take. The 14th datum is equal to 20. The value in the 14th position is equal to 20. Then take the median. Median is average of these two numbers. That means add these two numbers, 20 plus 20 over 2, 40 over 2, that means 20. So, median is equal to 20. Now, you know how to find the median in Gedara. The number of data is equal to the even number. Then we talk about the next question, the fourth one, find the mean number of units of electricity consumed per day during the period. So, first we have to make fx column. Now, we have to make that values of that fx columns. That means you have to multiply the x and f columns. 70 into 2, you can obtain 34, 18 into 3, 54, 19 into 5, 95, 20 into 6, 120, 21 into 5, 105, 22 into 5, 110. Then we have to obtain the sum of the value of these fx columns. Then you can obtain 518. The number of shops is equal to 26. Then when we find the mean is equal to the sum of the value of fx column divided by the number of data. That means you can write the equation. When we substitute that, 518 divided by 26 is equal to 19.92. So, mean is equal to 19.92. 92. Then we discuss about using that ungroup frequency distribution. Now we have to talk about the group frequency distribution. So now look at that example. Question number 5. Now read the question with me. The mass of 29 oranges in a bag is given below in grams. There are so many data. So first you have to write this data. 68, 84, 72, 65, 72, 85. Hope you are right. 86, 72, 84, 112, 74, 89. Then 99, 100, 121, 91, 82, 79, 78, 99, 87, 92, 105, again 105, 84, 76, 98, 103 and finally 80. Now you wrote that data. Then look at the first question. What is the range of this data set? So you have to find the maximum value and minimum value. So what is the maximum value? Now you can see 121 is the maximum value. The minimum value is 65. Then take the difference between these two numbers. Then range is equal to 56. So what is the second question? The second question, construct a group frequency distribution of class size 10. So there is a relationship between range, class size and class intervals. What is that relationship? Look at that. The number of class intervals is equal range over class size. Range means the minimum, the difference between the maximum and minimum value. Then you have to take in this question class size as 10. So we find the range is 56. Now class size is given number 10. Then you can take class interval is equal to 5.6. In here 5.6 is a decimal number. You have to take as a whole number. So when we round in off that 5.6, it is equal to number 6. So how to take that table, that means this method, the group frequency distribution method. So there are 3 columns, mass of an orange, tally marks and number of oranges. In here now you can see there are 2 numbers, that means there is an interval of mass of an oranges column. How to take that? The first start from this column 65. So in here the class size is equal to number 10. When we take this class interval 65 to 74, you have to take the 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, then 70, 71, 72, 73 and 74. There are 10 numbers, that means that in class interval 65 to 74. That is the meaning of the class size is equal to 10. That means you can use, when we put the tally marks in here, you can take 65 to 64 numbers. Now look at that. You can cut 64, 84, 72, 65, 72, 85, 86, 72, 84, 112, 74, 89, 99, 100, 121, 91, 82, 79, 78, 99, 87, then 92, 105, again 105, 84, 76, 98, 103, 80. Then we have to fill that number of oranges column. In here the first row number 6, then count that tally marks, number 8, then number 6, number 5, then 3, finally 1. Then we fill that group frequency distribution table. So we move to the third question. Find the probability that the mass of a randomly selected orange will fall below 95 grams from the table. Again read that. Find the probability that the mass of a randomly selected orange will fall below 95 grams from the table. In here, the number of oranges less than 95 grams. How many oranges are there? Look at that table. Using that table, we have to take the number of oranges less than 95 grams. In here, 6 plus 8 plus 6. Then what is the value? 20. Right. Then we have to find the probability. Probability means you have to write as a fraction. So number of orange equal to 29. So out of 29 you can write number 20. So probability of that equal 20 over 29. Then next move to the next question. Find the model class. In previous questions we talk about the mod. Now here we have to talk about the model class because we take the class intervals. So we have to write the model class in here. Then you can see the table, the number of orange. Now you can see highest number of this column 8. 8 belongs to 75 to 84 column. Then you can take the model class is equal to 75 to 84 class interval. Then next question they ask about find the median class. In here also they ask about the median class, model class, and then ask about the median class. So how to obtain that? Look at that the table. Now again we have to take the sum of the frequencies. Now you know the method. So we can fill like this. Number 6, 6 plus 8, 14 plus 6, 20, 20 plus 5, 25, 25 plus 3, 28, 28 plus 1, 29. Then you have to find the position of the median. That means the number of data is equal to 29. So 29 plus 1 over 2, you can obtain the position, the 15th position. So 15 is not there in of the sum of the frequencies column. In here you have to take the greatest value more than 15, that means 20. 20 belongs to 85 to 94 class interval. So in here the median is equal to, the median class is equal to 85 to 94. Okay, next move to the next question, question number 6. Okay children, hope you are ready to start this question. Again you have to write this data. Read the question with me. The marks obtained in a mathematics test by a group of grade 9 students of a certain school are given below. Okay, now you have to write this data. 34, 28, 45, 60, 63, 35, 54, 29, 42, 68, 69, 54, 26, 63, 48, 50, 52, 33, 69, 62, 38, 53, 48, 63, 56, 48, 60, 43, 77, 61, 80, 65, 47, 64, finally 50. Hope you are write down that. Then for the above data set, construct a group frequency distribution with 7 class intervals. In here, you have to make the group frequency distribution with 7 class intervals. So, how to do that? Look at that. Take the maximum and minimum value. The maximum value is in here 80. The minimum value is 26. So, take the difference. 80 minus 26, 54. Then, we have to construct a group frequency distribution with 7 class intervals. Remember that it. Then range is equal to 54. The size of the class is equal to range over number of class intervals. In previous question, now you can remember that the number of class intervals is equal to range over the size of the class. In here we have to find the size of the class. Then we can change that equation like this. That means the class size is equal to range over number of class intervals. So, you know range is equal to 54. The number of class intervals is given number 7. So, class size is equal to 7.71. 7.71 is a decimal number. In here also you have to make as a whole number. So, when we round in off these, you can obtain number 8. When we make this table, now you know the class size is equal to 8. Consider about that the number of class size, the size of the class, then class intervals column and number of students columns are there. Now look at that, the 26 is the minimum value of this data. Then we take 26 to 33, the first class interval. The number of students is equal to 4. And second one, 34 to 41, 42 to 49, 50 to 57, 58 to 65. Now you can write this 66 to 73 and finally 74 to 80. In here, the number of class intervals is equal to 7. Okay, children, now we have to do another question. Now, you hope you have your maths textbook and we have to do the question number 2 in your exercise. Exercise 28.3. Question number 2, page number 109. Okay, hope you are ready. Then read the question. The number of books loaned by a school library during 30 days of the first term of the year 2016 is given below. Now you can see data, no need to read this because you have your textbook. Then the first question, what is the range of the above data set? Okay, I will give some time to write the range. Then take the minimum and maximum value and you can subtract these two numbers. Then range is equal to 26. The second question, Using this data set, construct a group frequency distribution consisting of the class intervals 15 to 19, 20 to 24, etc. of class size 5. Now, you have to make a table. The class intervals are given. You have to fill the column of the number of days. Using tally marks, you can fill that number of days. (32). Then number of days is equal to 239763. Okay, children. Then what is the question? Read the question again. Using this data set, construct a group frequency distribution consisting of the class interval 15 to 19, 20 to 24, etc. of class size 5. Now, the class intervals also write the number of days. Okay. Using the table, find the number of days in which 30 or more books have been loaned. That means you have to find, using that table, take the number of days more than 30. Then you can obtain 7, 6 and 3. Then take the sum of these three numbers. 6 plus 3 plus 7, that means 16. So, fourth question, they ask about how many days are there in which more than 25 but less than 30 books were loaned. Read the question again. How many days are there in which more than 25 but less than 30 books were loaned? Then consider about the number of days column. Then you can obtain number 9 belongs to more than 25 and less than 30. So, number 9 is the value. Then we have to talk about the model class. The fifth question, they ask about the what is the model class. So, model class also, the highest value is represented in number 9. It is corresponding to 25 to 29. So, this last question, to which interval does the median of the number of books loaned each day during this period belong? Read the question again. To which interval does the median of the number of books loaned each day during this period belong? Now, consider about the table again, and you have to make the sum of the frequencies column. Now, you know, okay, I will give some times to make that sum of the frequencies. First write the 2, then 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 9, 14, 14 plus 7, 21, 21 plus 6, 27, 27 plus 3, 30. Then the position of the middle, take the position of the middle, the number of data is equal to 30, then divide by 2, then you can obtain 15, and also you have to take, there are 2 middle data, then 30 over 2 plus 1, that means number 16. So, 15 and 16 belongs to, is close to number 21, because 15 and 16 are not there in here. So, we have to take the highest value, then 21 you can take, it is corresponding to the 15th, and 16 we take. The class interval that contain the 16th value is 32, 34, then you can obtain the median class. So, median class is equal to also 32, 34. Okay children, today we learnt about the representative values, that means mode, median, mean and also range. The range means the difference of the maximum value and minimum value. And we learnt about ungrouped frequency distribution and how to find the using that ungrouped frequency distribution table, find the mode, median and mean. And also we learnt about the group frequency distribution and find the model class and median class. So, hope you are interested in this lesson. If you want to watch this program again and again, then their YouTube channel NI. Goodbye.